Welcome to the Axiom. New file detected. Launching file. How's it going, everybody? My name is Leo, and today we are continuing the Disco Elysium file. Where we last left off, we had talked to the well, we didn't talk to anyone at first. We had looked at the wall where the mass execution happened, and then we went to talk to the girl on the ice and found that her boyfriend and two other dudes are starting a band, and they were also starting a drug lab, but we convinced them not to, and so we took the task to possibly empty the church so that they can start their club in the church. But we don't know what's in the church other than what they have said, which is that it was spidery. The vibe felt off. They were most definitely 100% druggies and bums, even though they hadn't actually seen them. So yeah. I wanted, the reason why we're still here is because I wanted to really quick talk to these two guys before I left, because we talked to him like he kind of led the whole conversation, but I haven't talked to these guys yet.
A young man with peroxide blonde hair holds up a Harman Welshi tape player, nodding along to the music. He looks at you with a knowing smile and says, as though you're supposed to be sharing some tremendous evangelical secrets.
I can't wait.
Hardcore!
Say nothing.
Hardcore!
Still say nothing.
Hardcore to the mega!
All right.
Here comes the night!
Could there have been a right way out of this garden of forking paths, you think?
New task, solve the egghead puzzle. What? Hang on. There has to be some way to talk to this person, you just haven't found it yet. It's definitely not about signs. What if you just try again? Find your way out of this maze of things to say. What? Oh, okay. Let's talk to this person really quick.
So you had a talk with Andre, and now you want to discuss things with Noid. Good.
Skin shows through the holes in the Speed Freak's too large sweater. In front of him, an open toolbox full of carpentry tools and parts.
It's good you talked to Andre first. Gave me time to get a reading on your sign. Can't really talk to people before you get a reading.
He runs his hand through his hair, which is combed back in mock seriousness, and continues to fiddle with some gears. Sign?
Yeah, gotta compare. See if we can align.
Interesting.
I suck at socialising, man. Even now, our sign synchronisation is way off. But I'll see what I can do.
He continues to rearrange his tools. Tell me about the machines you saw in the church.
Weird stuff. Specialised. There was a data processor and some sort of long-wave machinery.
Could that be actually what Ruby is working on? Some kind of quote-unquote, according to Angus, pale emitter?
Wires going into water. Gives off a spy sign. Or some fucked up Samaran science sign. You know, the kind that goes head first into the supernatural.
The People's Republic of Samara is a product of Revachel's sister revolution on the Grand Isola. It's known as a severely degenerated rogue state.
What's wrong with the supernatural?
Nothing's wrong with it. You should definitely be researched. You can still do sick shit with it though.
Probably.
The sickest? That's perhaps why it should be researched.
The supernatural. So you think it's real, that it actually exists?
Most of it doesn't exist. But there's also stuff that isn't allowed to exist. Because the moralists think it's too dangerous for the plebs. Psionic powers, pale-related diseases, pretenders pretending to be human, folk rights, that kind of stuff.
Alright, why are you called Noid?
The hardcore aesthetic is esoteric. It's not meant to be discussed with the law at this moment.
He picks up some sort of widget.
It's not easy to reach a harmonic resonance of signs without some adjustment.
Does this mean we need sign matching?
Yes, further sign matching would do good for us. One way to achieve this would be by getting us into the church.
Okay, maybe I'll come back later. Sync the signs with Noid. Noid doesn't want to talk to you. The signs are not in sync. Guess you need to help him and his friends out somehow. Prove that you're one of the crew. Who knows what he'll tell you. And then, yeah, look into the spookers of the church. This is so weird. Like, out of all the things I've done in this game, this is definitely one of the strangest things that this is one of the strangest encounters I've had yet. I really don't know what to make of it. Hey Kim, what's up?
Yes?
Nothing. So let me see. This is locked, right? That empathy check, or no? I can talk to her about the thing.
The shaggy-haired girl kneels on the sea ice. She looks up as you approach.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us? With the church, I mean.
Can't say. Gotta ask questions first.
Shoot.
Okay, it is locked, yeah. Your associates tried to use me to set up a drug lab. I'm guessing you knew of this plan?
I did, and I'm sorry. For what it's worth, which isn't much.
This is why I didn't go into the tent. Typical delinquency.
You don't get to choose your posse, they choose you. Mine are idiots, but they're mine. I tried to talk Andre out of it. I even tried not to lie to you.
I mean, maybe she couldn't help but lie.
Indeed, she merely tried to omit the truth instead.
Instead, you opted to omit the truth. It's the same thing.
I know, but I knew you'd see through their plan too. I'm not an idiot. I should have been able to control them, and I will in the future. I promise.
Alright.
May I ask, what did you tell them?
Do what you will with your dance club plans. Just no drug labs, please.
Thank you. I'll get them under wraps, I promise.
Alright. The others told me you went inside the church. What did you see in there?
Oh, that. You're not going to believe me. There's no point in me telling you.
Intellect.
She's less prone to blurt it out, crab man, than the others.
We'll see. Go ahead and tell me.
Okay. I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those machines there. Noid calls it a mainframe. She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother, you know, strange old clothes. Had this absent expression, didn't say anything, just stood still.
Go on.
And then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall. Upside down like a crab, down the church wall. I think the woman didn't even know he was there. He was completely silent. He stopped right before he got to the floor, then just hung there like that, looking at me. Right at me. I fucking turned around and walked out. End of story.
Like a crab, you say?
The lieutenant nods. His face is stone. What did this crab man look like?
It was too dark. I couldn't tell exactly.
Come on, she obviously could. She already went into detail.
Come on, quit stalling on me. What did he look like?
He looked like a banger, okay? He was all muscular and stuff. Had a mesh tank top. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that only made it scarier in a way.
You mean like the mesh tank top I'm wearing right now?
A crab and a banger?
The lieutenant raises an eyebrow.
Yes, a banger. As in a mess gang member. I know what it sounds like, but that's what I saw.
You were wrong. I do believe you. I believe she saw something. and that something might have crawled down the wall using some kind of machinery.
Why?
What would you stand to gain? Well, none of these are really true. I believe that she saw what she saw. I just think that she interpreted it wrong. What would you stand to gain?
Nothing. Anyway, what else?
I'd like to know more about your associates.
My associates? I haven't got much to say about them.
What do you mean? You must know something about them.
Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them.
It is past 2100, so after this we will probably go back across the bridge and probably check that trap along the way, because I know there's a trap by the bridge, and then we will see about talking to the smoker on the balcony.
To the cops.
Mm-hmm. What about you? Tell me something about yourself.
Me? I'm a silver bird.
Aha. Okay. Maybe I'll ask later about all this.
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but...
Okay. Actually, that's it for now. These are all... Hang on. Estelle refused to talk about her friends. Maybe she'll open up later after you've helped them set up the nightclub. Interesting. So in order to... So in order to complete all of these quests, I have to do this. Except for maybe this one. This one just might involve picking the right options. So I guess now let us go ahead and let's actually move up the ice a little bit to see what is by the coast. Because you don't have to click on anything. Here's the church. Oh, it looks like we have to go around the snow piles. Just making sure none of the posts have, like, stuff in them. There is money, so let's go ahead and... Where did they lock the door exactly? You feel the shadow of a very large building fall on you. Okay. Dusty pews in the shadows. Many seem to be missing. Money. An altar shrouded in dark, or something like that. It's too dark to tell. Fair enough. The sign reads Saint Brune 1147. And then there's more path up here that probably leads further along the coast and to maybe the sniper spots. But let's go ahead and head down and talk to the smoker on the balcony. I think that should be our next point of order since it is 2100. Wait, whoops.
Wait. Take a longer look at yourself and how you're reflected in that slick chemical rainbow. What do you see?
I don't know. What do I see?
Metaphor. It's always metaphor.
Some kind of metaphor for me?
This is more important than you. That's the blood of industry you see before you. The runoff from Coal City, further down the coast. The engines of fortune once roared here. Great wealth poured into Revachol, the Delta, as did smoke, waste, sickness, life.
What happened?
The engines stopped. The West Revacholian industrial base was dismantled after the war. Now, extinguished coke furnaces dot the landscape, a landscape despoiled by industry.
There was a serious dereliction of duty in this cleanup.
Perhaps you could dedicate your life to cleaning it up, but you're a cop. You must concern yourself with different messes. Even so, it's pretty to think.
Interesting. Alright, let's head back down the coast. Okay, so here's the trap right here. Let's go ahead and check this really quick.
A familiar apparatus lies among the reeds. Another one of Morel's traps, weighed down by stones to keep it in place.
Look around.
The reeds bend forlornly toward the sand. Some tufts have been crushed. The broken stalks seem like a rebuke. The sound of the city hums in the east.
Reach for the trap.
This trap is also full of panicked locusts. No sign of any cryptozoological beast inside.
Aw.
Another empty trap.
The lieutenant takes a note, more out of habit than duty. How are you enjoying the cardio, Lieutenant? I'm quite enjoying it myself.
Always up for a good jog. Otherwise, would I still be on this case with you?
He smiles and raises his collar. It's windy. Leave. Alright, so that was... yeah, check the trap in Land's End, far northeast of the Feld building. So that's the one part of this area that I haven't been to yet, is the northeast part. But let's go ahead and get to the smoker on the balcony. Actually, I think I'm going to buy these shoes really quick.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
Yeah, let's do it.
Super cool! Now the premium lifestyle is yours, officer.
The sneakers seem to vibrate in your hands with an almost mystical energy.
Okay, now let me buy the speakers.
The junk is yours, officer. Happy listening. Try not to hurt your ears with that Samaran garbage.
Cool. I have these now. I have the items. Why did you even buy those? These are no magic speakers. These are lame speakers. All they will ever produce is a faint memory of the song you're trying to listen to. Sell them for cash. The +1 reaction speed, limitless grip, +1 hand-eye coordination, steady ground, -1 encyclopedia, too fast for facts. The Ultra Series found sneakers put lightness and grip above all else. With grip tape covered springboard soles and ultralight synth fabric technology, you can exit every corner with the maximum traction of a gentleman's racer. Interesting. Well, I have those now, so that's nice. And I think now I'll cut to, or I don't know. I've said so many times that I'm going to cut to the smoker on the balcony, but then I don't because I'm doing other things. Actually, let me really quick, because I'm over here. I have so much tear right now. Is Fritta even still open? It is open. Cool. The yellow roses in the window, those aren't the flowers that were left for Classier. Interesting. Let's go ahead and do this.
The tear machine.
Insert my
Your bottles
bottles.
clunk into the machine, and the money.
All right. Now I'll cut to the place. And actually, before I forget, I'll go ahead and switch my clothes. Or did I never? Oh, I'd never switched my clothes. Okay, so I have my empathy hat, logic, inland empire. What would be better here? Speed to core, shivers, suggestion, or empathy? Maybe suggestion might be better in this situation. Here, let's go ahead and put on my empathy glasses. And since we have that, I guess let's go ahead and put on my suggestion jacket. That way we have a little bit of everything covered here. Oh, hey. What's up, sir?
Gendarmerie, you found me.
The young man on the balcony gives you a bright smile before taking another drag from his cigarette.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds. It feels like a Friday, He seems to be in a good mood tonight.
Okay, that's good, right? Yes, the cleaning lady let us in.
Beautiful.
He replies, smirking. As he looks at you, something sparkles in his eyes.
So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
That's what I'm aiming for, yes.
Beautiful.
He says again. A nearby street lamp casts shadows on his chin, drawing out the slender cheekbones.
I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
By the way, I'm really digging the view here. Point to the city skyline.
Mm-hmm. That's why I chose this place. Martinez is special, isn't it?
Wait. Suddenly you are digging things?
The lieutenant whispers to you, shaking his head. Is it Friday tonight? It feels like it's not Friday. It's Wednesday. But
It does feel like the end of the week. It's so magical. The white falling against the black.
What's his plan? Why would I want to meet your friend?
Trust me, you do.
I wonder if it's a gun. Very well, I'll talk to him, but first I want to talk to you. I have so many questions.
That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
Okay.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark and the neighboring windows have lit up one by one. Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the bush.
Something tells me I might have the wrong clothes on for this.
Besides, I've got to run.
Of course he does.
He's going to leave you alone again. That's sad. Something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual this cool or mysterious ever again.
Run where?
To the city. It's a beautiful night.
Only if you promise that we'll talk again. It's important.
Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying those words.
We'll talk.
The smoker
Just not
assures you.
tonight.
Oh, okay.
Take care, alright?
Okay. Oh, I gotta level up. Interviews a Sunday friend. He says, okay, take care, alright. He says with another disarming smile before slipping off into the night.
And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
There's something so different about him that I just can't put my finger on.
Different, of course.
There's just something so mysterious about the way he talks and moves.
Something so mysterious about the way he talks.
The lieutenant squints his eyes, trying to hold back laughter. Very mysterious.
Very.
The heck was that?
He's
Just
barely
silence.
holding it together. It's all he can do to keep from bursting out in laughter.
Come on, detective, let's go. We've got a potential witness to interview. His Sunday friend, remember?
All right. Let me see. We have a point. What do we have in terms of how is this going? This is almost done. We have Wompty Dumpty Dom Center that we can do, but I don't know if I want to do that. Let's go ahead and put a point in empathy, I think. Yeah. Plus that'll help us do that one check with the mic on the ice. And then that'll put 1 point in basically all the ones that I care about, and then I'll focus more up here. Kind of, I think. I might change my mind later, but for now I think this is good. Accept changes and close. Okay, the one you really want to talk to is his friend. I don't know if this is going to be good or not. No, the thing is, why can't he... I don't know if he knows... Okay. Party Dragon's silk robe. Huh. This sleazy, silky bathing robe in vibrant blue features a roaring dragon on its front, ready to take off into the night. A red belt has been provided for fastening. It's culturally insensitive, but only for people who are not from Seoul. The real Seoulites probably don't care. +1 drama, become the dragon. +1 electrochemistry, become an addict in a strange bathing robe. Weird, okay. A little photo of the same apartment dated year 01. Expensive men's perfume lingers in the air. I don't know who this guy is. He's a government worker? A quarterly business magazine. An empty ashtray. Dishes soaked up in a pot. Transparency has always been our highest priority. Flyers for underground parties. Dates for open lectures at a local university. So he's a teacher? Samaran conical hat? This tawny cone-shaped hat looks like a beacon of Samaran wisdom, its straws sticking up like antennas. Thank God you can't really see people's reactions when they see you strolling around in this incredibly insensitive headpiece. So am I just picking up racist clothing? Super illogical for a cop to wear this. Insensitive bachelor party vibes. An exquisite canopy bed made of metal. Buckets of paint on a layer of old newspaper. And who are you?
Officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
The man in business casual removes his cufflinks.
You shouldn't be seeing him in an intimate setting. For some reason, you feel this man is your superior.
Mm-hmm.
Superior, but he's not in the command chain. His hands are clean and well manicured. This is a man who knows the importance of appearances.
Okay.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur-la-Clé.
Okay, so he's with the coalition.
I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
Is he the one who witnessed it?
No, first ask an innocuous personal question to get the interview off on the right foot.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yes, make it clear you're the one setting the terms here.
Before we go on, I absolutely have to inquire about this wonderful canopy.
Oh yes, my friend has a great eye for these things. He refuses to tell me where it came from. It's a mystery. I believe they call this type of frame industrial. It's very comfy.
This is a little bit off-putting, I'm not going to lie. This isn't what I was expecting.
That's really all I can tell you about it.
He forms a little rooftop with his fingers. Cold air sweeps in from the balcony.
That didn't work at all.
Did it not?
The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
That didn't work at all. Okay. Oh, I didn't want to reveal that I had, like, taken their clothes. You actually witnessed the lynching?
I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
The man gives a solemn nod.
He didn't see the hanging. He saw the little show staged by the Hardys. Let him talk. He may know more than even he knows.
Start from the beginning, if you don't mind.
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
Okay.
He holds out his hands and blossoms his fingers, like a drama teacher setting the scene.
What do you mean, like in a play?
It was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening.
I wonder if he's making it up.
I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one.
Okay, so everyone just refused to watch.
That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
That lines up with previous testimony, doesn't it? Well done, detective.
Thank you, sir. I think we've got the picture. Anything else stand out?
Only that there were about 8 or 10. I couldn't make out anything. It was so dark. And it was quiet. Quietest lynching I've ever heard of, let alone heard. But I suspect you knew that already. I can't say I'm surprised. The fine reputation of the men and women serving in the RCM is well deserved.
What's an official like you doing in Martinez?
The coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled.
So he's here to manipulate the economy?
The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
Okay, but what are you doing here in this apartment?
Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here.
What is the price stability?
It is the most important thing.
That doesn't tell me anything.
It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment.
So is that like the balance point between inflation and deflation is what he's talking about?
Which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
Okay, he's making sure the prices are stable so that society stays stable?
Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change.
Okay.
Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%.
Below 2% of what?
But not too far below, no. Too below is also bad. Below, but close to 2%.
You're not answering my questions at all.
The coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet?
You know what? Sure. Give me a
A
leaflet.
sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability is the raison d'être of the moral intern. It's the reason why I identify as a moralist.
I thought he was giving me a pamphlet. I didn't know he was reading the pamphlet to me.
But I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our information line. Making information available is part of the moral intern's commitment to transparency.
So you're some kind of bureaucrat?
Yes, as I said before, I am a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stability. This is one of the main projects of the moral intern.
Wait, there isn't actually an Institute of Price Stability, is there? Or maybe there is. God, it's impossible to understand whether someone from the moral intern is joking or not.
What is this international community?
La Communauté Internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution.
And what do I call the coalition?
Your employer, technically speaking. The governing authority of Revachol. The RCM is but one part of this provisional administration.
I've heard about this moral intern before, but I want to know more.
It's the International Organization for Moralists. Hence, Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies, as is the coalition.
I probably shouldn't say this in front of him. So I'm going to say this one. Ooh, so we're actually working for the moral intern? That doesn't seem so bad.
There are more nefarious powers to work for than the moral intern.
Are you a moralist?
But of course.
But why?
Because moralists believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values.
Lieutenant, are you a moralist?
Me?
Oh, I probably shouldn't have put him on the spot like that.
You've managed to catch the lieutenant off guard, but only for a moment. He quickly recomposes himself.
I'm a lieutenant of the RCM, dedicated to maintaining law and order in Ravachol.
That is a very good way to answer the question without actually answering the question.
A very moralist answer.
The
All right.
lieutenant is practiced in the art of putting on a show for one's superiors.
But what is a normal, stable world?
The Occident is part of the normal world. Oranje, sur la clé.
Martinez doesn't seem very normal or stable to me.
Martinez? No. Martinez is something else.
What about the rest of Revachol? Is it part of the normal world?
Revachol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy.
Okay.
But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
He gives you an approving nod. Let's see. I don't think I'm a moralist. Moralism sounds incredibly boring. I want more action. Moralism is the ideology of foreign occupiers. Revachol must be governed by the Revacholians. Democracy is a meaningless sham as long as the working class is under the boot heel of capital. It's like every time I'm talking to people, I'm choosing option D and none of the above. Is that moralism? I think it is, because I am a moralist. Yeah.
Is this option D usually the most reasonable answer?
Yeah, everything else is super extreme. It's like I'm living with a bunch of lunatics.
Sounds like you're a moralist indeed, my friend. Welcome. Moralism is all about compromise and achieving the achievable. It's pragmatic, realistic, and level-headed, an ideology for doers. Are you a doer, my friend? It looks to me like you are.
Maybe I am. I've done a lot of tasks, and I've also gained a lot of tasks.
Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Let's not ask about these two things yet.
Whatever you wish, officer.
Oh. Interesting. I'm not saying that. Can you tell me about your friend?
Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters.
You still haven't told me who he is.
Sorry. Who?
Your friend, the smoker on the balcony. We were just talking about him.
But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It is a cornerstone of our civilization.
Fine, but what's his real name?
Officer, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own methods and databases, right? Please don't put me in this situation.
So all you can tell me about him is that he's here to study the arts?
He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
Which arts?
He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him.
How did you two even become friends?
How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Peninsula? Oil platforms ablaze in the night? Civil wars lasting for years? Finally, the international community is forced to step in.
What are you talking about? No one becomes friends that way.
Au contraire. It's how millions of people end up where they are. Meeting the people they meet. It's how I came here, and my friend too.
What are you doing in his apartment by yourself?
I'm just enjoying the view.
The man smiles, nodding to the window. I don't think I like this guy. Isn't it rude for your friend to leave you alone like this?
We're old friends. Nothing's taboo between us. He comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's very active.
What's Kedra?
Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. But, between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue.
What do you mean?
That it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since.
But that doesn't tell me anything about Kedra itself. Is it warm there? Cold? Something in between?
It's warm. It's also known for its mandarin trees and dust storms from Supramundi. Kedra's an emerging market, but it still has a long way to go. Maybe that's why my friends menage this. I'm all ears, officer.
Sorry, I actually didn't mean to click, but at the same time, I'm kind of done with this guy. Thanks. I got all I need.
A moment, officer. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
Hold on, why can't we talk later?
It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well.
Intellect.
That's not the real reason he's so apprehensive. Men in his position shouldn't be seen loitering around in underprivileged young men's apartments in the middle of the night.
Yeah. So this would be my only opportunity to tell him that Classier is here. Thanks for the heads up, but my work here is done.
Of course. I'm glad I could help.
Yeah, I think we're done here. We didn't... it was kind of exactly what I thought. We didn't... Everything that he knew was actually very little, and it just... it was stuff we already knew. Interesting. And, yeah. We didn't tell him about Classier, which I think was the right call. I don't think we need to get Classier arrested. And on that note, I think we're going to end with... I don't know if it'll let us to it because it's dark, but the fact that it is dark means this is the perfect opportunity to... because everyone is gone, it means we have an opportunity to look at the sniper areas, without having to worry about sacrificing time to talk to people, because people are already in bed. So let's go ahead and do that. Or at least let's look at one of them. So I actually didn't notice earlier, but one of the places that it said to check for bullet traces is this boardwalk. So... is there a way for me to check for that? They would have to be... I'm actually going to quick save just in case. Maybe I have to check them in order. Because I'm not seeing anything highlighted, and I don't know if it's because it's too dark or if it's because it's out of order. Because I think Land's End is A, right? Land's End for bullet traces. Yeah, check Island for bullet traces. Which island? So up here must be Land's End. I don't want to look at the church yet. I want to get even more of a lay of the land. What is that noise? Money. Is that a bunker? These rusty gears used to turn the whole machine. Or used to turn... The building before you housed the engine. Must have been a big one. The train drifts off into the ocean to who knows where. The barrel has been recently discarded. It still smells of fuel oil. Okay, now that's the tuba. What is over here? Oh. +1 rhetoric, white polo shirt. Does it make me look like a douche or something? What's polo anyway? -1 empathy. No, really, what the hell is polo? The shirt looks worn and smells a bit. You can't help but wonder who would leave it stuffed in a tear container. What kind of man would even wear a polo shirt? This might be one of life's mysteries that will never be solved. All right then. Why am I hearing what sounds like snakes? Is that an electrical current? I can't tell if that's snakes or if that's an electrical current. Let's check this trap really quick.
This trap's not too hard to spot, once you know what to look for. Keeping it hidden has not been a priority for the cryptozoologist.
Look around.
The reeds shake sadly in the coastal breeze. Snow specks the stalks. Most of it melts quickly, relinquishing form to darkness.
Reach for the trap.
Nothing but locusts in this trap as well. Definitely no cryptozoological monstrosity.
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we are done.
His face is red from the cold sea air. He crouches to catch his breath. You getting tired?
No, I'm fine. I didn't mean to complain, it's just...
He's short-winded. The sentence ends there. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that like a lighthouse? Is that what I'm hearing? Is that the tuba sound I'm hearing? Cigarette butts cleaned away under a rock. Brand Tumutiri. Nope. Actually, that's not coming from the light. The tuba is coming from, like, in this direction. Make a mental note. Tumutiri seems important somehow? Someone's made a campfire here a long time ago. A rusted and broken control box for the radio relay tower. This ladder is too rusty to climb. The sea air has eaten away at it. Oh, scented scarf? +1 shivers, -2 physical instrument. Wrong thing. Springtime cold and allergies. What is that? This light springtime scarf smells like men's cologne mixed with cheap laundry detergent. Someone must have left it behind, probably from a date. Wear it if you want to delude yourself that spring has arrived. Allergies and springtime cold. Tiny inlets here, off in the far distance, where the posts trail towards. So... maybe it's too dark to see and that's why I'm not picking it up. I'm not sure why it's not letting me pick out bullet traces, but... what is this?
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
What is this thing anyway?
It's military. A service depot of some sort.
Used to service what?
The washerwoman mentioned a depot up the coast. She said it was for moving ammo and cargo across the bay. This might be it.
It may have been used to serve as an aerostatic battleship in the atmosphere, or a fortification, like a sea fort in the bay.
Could this structure have been used to take the shot?
From here to the whirling, I can't see how. The church is in the way.
Walk away. Does that mean is that it? No. So I still need to, I'll come back to that interfacing check in a bit, but clearly I need something more. I need to figure out a way across the bay, I guess? I need to figure out, I need to figure out from which position in the boardwalk the shot could have been taken. We don't have to do it right now, we're very close to the end, but I'm a bit confused as to why nothing's been prompted. I mean, maybe it's at the end of the boardwalk, but I don't know how safe that is. Let me quick save again, just in case I end up falling. I'll do this, and then if nothing comes of it, I'll just end the episode. Also, I should walk, I shouldn't run. Stop messing with the coin viewer and hold on to something. The wind is so strong. It's a long way to your death from here, 20 meters at least. So I think we're back on safe ground. So yeah, I guess there's no way. I guess I'll check back in the morning. That's the best I can do. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and end the episode for today. It was interesting. We talked to the remaining band members, I guess, posse. We got their information from about the church, and we got some tasks, which was unexpected. And then we found out that there was a Moral Intern Coalition official here, and we talked to him, and we got nothing useful from him. But it was still interesting. So when we come back, I think we are going to go to bed because it's 5 minutes before 2200. And then we will start exploring Land's End a bit more. We will look for the girl with the gloves. We will look for the bullet traces in the three locations if we can. And we will... Oh, I just realized this is sparking, so maybe that's the noise I was hearing. But, and we will just... I don't know, see what happens, I guess. And maybe explore the church, because if nothing comes of everything else, the church will definitely be our next go-to place. So yeah, look forward to all of that in the future. So thank everybody so much for checking out the video. I really do appreciate it. If you want to be notified of when I upload the next part of the file to the archives, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and ring that bell, as well as leave a like or comment if you so desire. Thanks again, and I will see you next time.
Upload successful. Click here to view previous files. Have a pleasant day.